yeah.
Oh, clap line. I thought you were talking about a boom mic.
G'day, YouTube!
Hello YouTube, welcome back to Ham on the Bone.
That's right. Today, Jackson and I are filming a Marlboro Red review. Marlboro is a extremely famous cigarette company. It was the dominating force in the tobacco wars in the 1970s.
Is that right?
Yes. Marlboro Reds were launched in 1920. They were originally marketed as a woman's cigarette. They had a soft white package and a red-tipped filter that would hide the lipstick stains of women. But in the 1950s, trouble arose. Scientific studies claiming that cigarettes are somehow unhealthy had detrimental effects on Marlboro's sales. So they went through a rapid remarketing campaign in the 70s targeted towards advertising Marlboro Reds towards men. Thus the Marlboro Man was born. A macho, cowboy-esque figure designed to really sell Marlboro Reds to the masculine market. And because of that, Marlboro Reds became the best-selling cigarette in the United States and have a net worth of $70 billion.
It's very interesting, Eddie.
Let's get into it.
While Eddie lights up his cigarette, I believe we should segue into the illegal tobacco industry in Australia.
That is right. We are in a crisis at the moment in Australia where tobacco taxes are extraneously high. $35 for the cheapest packet of cigarettes nowadays.
Disgusting.
And it makes me violently ill. Every year we have around a 5 to 10% tax increase on cigarettes, and they get more and more unaffordable. And the only way for people who enjoy a nice smoke can facilitate this is through the black market of tobacco, which is flourishing now in Australia. The police have done very little to counteract this black market, and I'm very thankful for that. But you can go to any smoke shop, and under the counter they'll have illegal imported cigarettes, like Marlboro Reds, Double Happiness from China, Manchester's from England, and a variety of others. They come at great prices, and they are, most of the time, a better smoke than their legal counterparts.
Although, a lot of the time at these tobacco shops, the under-counter cigarettes are often fake.
That is true.
So you need to find a nice reputable source to get your illegal tobacco.
I'm not sure if this applies everywhere, but I have spoken with tobacco experts, people who have formerly owned tobacco stores, and in Ballarat, our Double Happiness cigarette, as well as Marlboros and others, are apparently made here in Ballarat. They are counterfeit cigarettes, and they are not the genuine sourced cigarette. Despite this, I still smoke them, and I don't really notice a difference, so keep that in mind. However, not that much of a big deal in my opinion. Now these cigarettes, Marlboro Reds, their papers are coated in, I think, false sodium potassium tartrate, and that helps reduce the combustion of the paper, you know? It helps you smoke it for longer, and because of that, Marlboro Reds are a very long-lasting cigarette. They've got a heavy draw, and they take a while, you know?
Should we continue talking about cigarettes we want to try?
Yes.
Yeah. So, the Ham on the Bone team is organising a trip to Serbia, my home country,
That's right.
to smoke illegal Serbian cigarettes in old Soviet apartment blocks. Something I hold very dear and close to my heart.
That's right. Me and
And
Jackson.
I want the rest of the Ham on the Bone team to experience my childhood.
Jackson and I do plan on doing a video in Serbia, or anywhere really in the Balkans, because the Balkans are famous for their extremely cheap cigarettes. $4 AUD for a 20-pack of luxury cigarettes in the Balkans.
Finest in the world. That's just a blatant lie.
And I'm very excited to try and expand my tobacco tastes. We will be coming at you with a review of Camel cigarettes in the near future as soon as I can get my hands on them. There's a place in Wendouree that allegedly sells them, so tune in for that. Other future cigarettes I'd like to try include American Spirits, specifically Black and Blues. The Peace cigarettes imported from Japan. They're marketed as a luxury cigarette. They come in a tin. They're extremely decadent, and I would love nothing more than to try them.
A cigarette I want to try is the Russian Black cigarettes.
The Russian Blacks,
It's a
classic.
very formal looking cigarette.
A very classy
aesthetic.
cigarette.
I believe they are just normal cigarettes though.
They have a black paper and a black filter rimmed with gold.
That is correct.
Very luxury good.
Very expensive too to get them imported. I
That
believe
is
it would
true.
be cheaper if we went to Russia.
Yes.
And
Tune in for us going to Russia.
Yep. Preferably after the war. But who knows?
Yeah, we'll see if we can squeeze it in. Zach will be buying the tickets.
It's more aesthetic regard to it while it's war torn.
Yep.
Yep. Tune in next time. We'll be smoking Russian Blacks on the border of Ukraine. Hopefully where it's currently being shelled.
That's right.
Yep.
Now, apparently, Marlboro Red cigarettes have 600 additive chemicals in them. These,
Only 99% cause cancer.
That is true. These are linked with cancer, obviously, but the purpose of these chemicals is a wide spectrum, that being for them to burn more slowly, flavor additives, some chemicals absorb nicotine, so you get more of a nicotine buzz. These cigarettes contain 10 to 15 milligrams of tar and 1.1 milligrams of nicotine, so they're a heavy smoke, but they are most enjoyable.
Personally, Marlboro Reds are my go-to right now. Because they, as Eddie said, it's a long burn, heavy draw, which I like in a cigarette.
You can get them for cheap,
Mhm.
and they taste spectacular.
We can source a full pack for around $18, which is a steal in this current economy.
The black market of tobacco is flourishing so heavily in Australia right now that illegal cigarettes are actually getting cheaper. A few months ago, a pack of Double Happiness, a Chinese cigarette brand, was $20, and now it retails for $15.
I believe it's linked to the tobacco industry, or black market tobacco industry, having more profits than the current drug trade in Australia.
That is true.
God, I love smokes.
Love tobacco.
Yep.
What a world, huh?